What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you can hear me. I got the GoPro in a little different case here, but showing you guys what I'm up to today. Last couple days I've been coming out and pushing some snow around out here. See, I got some pretty big piles. This is one of the fields that I'm going to plant into switchgrass this year. I got 4 fields total. I think they all add up to about 2 acres. So this one here is about 3/4 of an acre, I believe. What I'm doing, I'm frost seeding switchgrass today. So like I said, I moved all this snow, so I'm coming out today. It's warm. It's February 23rd. I think today it's supposed to get up in the mid to upper 40s, but we still probably have 12 to 14 inches of snow on the ground. So best time to get this in is end of February, early March. I was a little bit worried that it's gonna take too long to melt all this snow this year. So I'm getting out here now, getting a head start. Spent a couple hours in the skid loader pushing some snow, and I did another field here. But this year I'm kind of doing an experiment with the switchgrass. I've done the switchgrass in past years and I've never had much luck. I'm definitely taking the time and doing it right this year. But like I said, I got 2 fields cleared out. I'm gonna seed them today. And then we have 2 other fields that I'm gonna wait until the snow melts off of them, and then I'll frost seed them at that point. So it'll probably be at least another month by the time the snow's all gone. But if you are gonna go out and frost seed switchgrass, you can do it late in the fall, or you can do it early spring. You can do it with a little bit of snow on the ground too. But I'm kind of assuming a lot of this snow will be melted off today with the warmer temps. So I'll go around and spread it out, and I'm planting 5 pounds per acre. I'm planting the Real World switchgrass. Real World also sells, I think it's bedding in a bag. But the Real World switchgrass is a little bit better for lower ground, a little bit wetter soils, which not an issue in this field, but in another field that's across the way over there, it's definitely wetter. So I'm going to give that stuff a shot this year. So what I'm doing is, like I said, I'm planting 5 pounds per acre, getting it on the ground now, letting that seed, the frost, the elements, the snow, the rain this spring kind of help break down that outer shell of that switchgrass seed. And we'll see if it works its way into the ground and if it'll germinate this year. Switchgrass usually takes a couple years to establish, but I'm hoping in 2 years I'll be able to have a nice 4 or 5 foot tall stand of switchgrass. So I'm coming out today, frost seeding, and I'll be back out when the snow comes off, and I will then, all the fields, once I have everything frost seeded, I will then treat the fields with simazine. Simazine is a pre-emergent. It'll kill the weeds before they come up. Not all weeds, maybe 60-70%, but I'll do that probably early April, middle of April, and we'll leave that in the ground for a while, and then I'll maybe wait another 3-4 weeks, probably early May, and no later than maybe the 2nd week of May I'll come out with glyphosate, Roundup, and I'll hit anything that's left. The switchgrass usually germinates somewhere around here in Wisconsin, early June, to kind of when the corn starts coming out of the ground. That's a pretty good idea that the switchgrass is germinating. So make sure that we're done spraying at least 2-3 weeks before we think that switchgrass is going to germinate, and hopefully it pans out for us. Like I said, I'm going to do 2 fields today, frost seed, and then I'll wait till the snow is out. And once the snow is gone, I'll frost seed those other 2 fields, and just to see if there's that big of a difference come next spring or next year. Maybe even this year I'd be able to tell germination wise, if one way was better than the other. Now obviously not everybody has the equipment to be able to do this, push snow around, but I just thought it'd be an interesting experiment, see what happens. And so we're gonna give it a shot today. Get out, and it shouldn't take us long to frost seed this stuff, and you don't want to put it on too thick because it'll start choking itself out. So like I said, I'm only doing, I think it's about 3.5 pounds, or not even, in this field here. I got it all weighed out. But get started, and it shouldn't take long, and enjoy the day. Alright, so just got that finished up. Got this thing frost seeded. Worked out pretty well. pretty good spread, even spread over the whole field. I guess we'll find out once July and August get here. So I guess one thing I forgot to mention too earlier was it's pretty important that you got good seed to soil contact, and this field had a lot of foxtail in it last year. It wasn't real tall, but you can see, you know, some of this area here, there's a lot of yellow grass. Pretty confident because it was so short that the seed's going to get down to the soil. It'll work its way down too through the elements, the rain, the snow, that'll help push it down. But that's a really big important part too in frost seeding this stuff, is making sure that you got good seed to soil contact. That's why, from what I've been reading too and what guys are saying, it's, if you can poison the field the fall before you frost seed in the spring, that helps big time too. So we didn't do that. The other field that I got to do is basically all dirt. It was partially food plot last year, and it just got washed out multiple times. I think 3 times last year, but I ended up digging the ditch deeper this winter, hoping to help drain that a little bit better too. So but I think that's it. Go frost seed that other field quick, and I think that'll be a wrap for today.